Everton vs Arsenal post-match reflection through the Canon lens. So reflecting on tonight's Premier League game away against Everton. So thoughts on the lineup. Three changes were made today. Calafiori comes in at left back, Odegaard in for Eze in the 10, Trossard in for Martinelli on the left wing. Was this team I predicted in my predicted 11s video. So I was happy with the starting lineup. First half, 27th minute, penalty awarded by VAR. Gyökeres smashes it in. Was our only shot on target in the first half. Felt like a repeat of last week against Wolves. A very underwhelming first half, but 1-0 to the Arsenal. Was just hoping that in the second half we improve our performance, and hoping we get that second goal to sort of kill off the game. So thoughts on the second half now. We seemed to create more chances in the second half, but again, we wasn't clinical. I felt Trossard has to bury that chance in the second half. On another day that goes in and makes it 2-0 and sort of kills off the game. But, him hitting the post there kind of just summed up our game today. I just felt we lacked intensity and cutting edge. But we got the 1-0 win, and that is what matters, the 3 points. And yeah, we move on to the next game. Analysing the player's performance. Raya wasn't really tested tonight, had a comfortable game. Defence wasn't tested. Timber, Saliba, Cape and Calafiori all had good games. Yeah, and no defensive subs were used tonight. Obviously, we're quite stretched at the back. A lot of players injured. Gabriel's still out. Mosquera's still out, and now Ben White's out as well. So yeah, we're quite short at the back. Midfield, Zubimendi and Rice and Odegaard all had average games today. They did control the midfield, but I felt everything seemed very slow today. We just lacked that intensity, and cutting edge. Marino did come on later for Odegaard. He did okay. Attacking wise today, I thought Saka had a good game. Probably the best of the front three. Gyökeres had a quiet game, but I'm hoping that scoring that penalty will do him the world of good and give him the boost going into the next games. Getting that, feeling of scoring again. Strikers sometimes just need one to get that feeling back, and then hopefully he'll kick on from here. Fingers crossed. And yeah, Trossard I felt was slightly off tonight. I felt he should have buried that chance in the second half. So it was slightly below par today. Subs, obviously, Jesus came on for Gyökeres. Didn't really have much of an impact. And Martinelli came on for Trossard much later on in the game. And yeah, he also didn't really have much of an impact tonight, like he has done in the past. So yeah, that was my analysis of the players. My man of the match today, in terms of the best performance on the pitch, in my opinion, I'll give it to Timber. Tonight I felt he was solid, he covered ground, and he kept popping up everywhere. He kind of looked the most assured out there, and looked like he had the most passion and energy and intensity in his game. Everyone else was everyone was quite casual today. Just slow, lacking cutting edge today. That's my thoughts on the players. And obviously analysing Mikel Arteta, I thought he put a strong team out, a team that could go there and win. I think he made the right changes in the second half. So I'm not going to judge Arteta on the players' underwhelming performance. I just felt the players themselves, they just lacked intensity tonight. Hopefully it's just a one-off. But they also kind of showed that sort of performance against Wolves as well. So I'm hoping it's just a slight blip, and hopefully we pick up our performances going forward. Thoughts on Everton today? Just going to keep it brief. Very organised defensively, as we knew they would be. We knew it was going to be a difficult game. We knew they were going to make it physical and tough. They didn't really test us going forward. I thought they were going to pose more of a threat going forward, but they didn't today. I felt it would have been a harder game, especially defensively, if Ndai was playing. He's been one of their standout players, and obviously he's away for the African Cup of Nations. But I felt if he was playing, it would have been maybe a tougher test. Next game, we go back into EFL Cup. We're in the quarterfinals against Crystal Palace on Tuesday at 8 p.m. kickoff, with the winner playing Chelsea in the semi-final of the EFL Cup. I really want us to do our best to win this cup. I feel this can build the players' belief and get that winning mentality, in the team, and I feel that will help us build on and help us, build momentum and go on to win more trophies. So I think it's really important that we take this competition seriously. And yeah, last but not least, just to say I appreciate anyone that's taken the time to listen to this post-match reflection. Hope you could connect with it in some ways. And yeah, as always, come on, you Gunners. Peace.